I'm Tom from Do-It-Yourself Home Automation, and this is a look at how to hack your Swiffer Wetjet to use your own cleaning solution. So obviously this is not supported by Swiffer. It'll probably void your warranty, and there's no guarantees as to how well it's going to work. I find it works great, but you might have your own experience with it. So basically, Swiffer Wetjets, you have to use a pad on the bottom of the device, but it also has this little canister of cleaning solution. And I don't mind buying the canisters, I just don't like the very strong scent. I'm very sensitive to scent, so I don't really like the strong scent on there. So I like to make my own all-natural kind of cleaner to use with that, or one that uses just, I think, less harsh kind of scent to it. So basically all you have to do is either use up a Swiffer Wetjet cleaning solution or buy one and do what I'm going to do here. I'm going to eject this from the device itself. And you can see the way it's set up. It's got the actual canister itself, and then it has this puncturable kind of rubber stopper thing on the end here. And this is designed to not be readily opened, so you can't just unscrew it like a normal cap. What I find is best is actually to take a wrench and attach it here. You might have to put this in a vise, and obviously be really careful doing this, but use a wrench and basically pry this thing open. So twist it counterclockwise and get that cap off of it. And I'm going to do that really quickly. So you can see I've got my multi-tool. I'm going to attach it there. I can't do this one-handed and hold the camera, so I'm going to put this down, but I'll show once I get it off of there. Okay, so I kind of torque that with the wrench until the tabs kind of snapped almost, and then I can just unscrew this the rest of the way by hand. Again, you're turning it with a wrench counterclockwise. And then this comes off, and it is threaded. It's just not really meant for you to be able to do that. So I'm going to pour out the cleaning solution that came with it, and you only have to do this once, then you can reuse this a couple of times, I've found. And in my case, I'm going to fill this up with water. I'm going to fill it all the way up to the top. And I'm going to leave just a little bit of room. So I'm going to pour a little bit out of here so that it's not 100% full. And then you can actually just stop here. So that's one option. You can literally just use pure water for your cleaning. It's not as effective as putting some kind of soap in there, but you certainly can do that. But what I like to do is then take Murphy's oil soap. So here's my Murphy's oil soap, and I like to pour in either 1 tablespoon of Murphy's oil soap if you want a very dilute cleaner, or 2 tablespoons if you want it to be a full strength. So I'm going to measure that out and go ahead and pour it into this thing here. Okay, there's my oil soap, and I'm just going to go ahead and pour it directly in. It might not be perfect, but I'm going to try to get as much of that in there as possible. Now I'm going to go ahead and obviously wash this in the dishwasher, but there we go, that's all loaded up. And then all I have to do is just take the lid, put it back on, and I'm going to tighten this really well until it's sort of fully back on there. And then I'm going to give it a good shake, mix that up, mix it in with the water. And the nice thing with Murphy's oil soap is that it is almost 100% natural. I think the smell is really pretty pleasant, and like the Swiffer Wetjet solutions that you buy from Swiffer, it actually doesn't need to be rinsed after you're done mopping with it. It'll just dry onto the floor. So I find those are really good things. Again, if you look at the side here, it warns you, to the other side, definitely don't do this at home. Again, I do it, but you're doing this obviously at your own risk. And then all I'm going to do is just insert this back in, and I'm going to go ahead and push it down so that it locks into the Swiffer. And then I'm going to actually get this backwards, so I'm going to switch this around, push it in so that it locks into the Swiffer Wetjet, and that locks back in. And then I can just take this, and I would obviously normally put a cleaning pad on it. I'm just going to show, if I start to press the button on the handle, it will spray that out. You get a little bit of suds, but it seems to move it fine for me. And then with the cleaning pad on there, I could then go ahead and just mop my floor like I normally would. So that's how I hack the cleaning solution on the Swiffer Wetjet to add Murphy's oil soap or my own cleaner. You could use an all-natural cleaner. You could use something homemade, like just lemon juice and vinegar and some baking soda, mix it in there, really anything you want once you're able to do that hack. Again, your mileage may vary, and this probably voids your warranty, so do it at your own risk. If you found this helpful in any way, or you want to see more about how I use my Swiffer Wetjet, please subscribe to my channel. It really helps.